Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Brink here with Sports Talk 365. And today's episode of the Saints Discussion Show, episode number 4, we're going to talk about which Saints rookie for 2020 is going to have could have the most impact for the season. We're going to break down all 4 of the Saints draft picks in this podcast. The Saints only had they only drafted 4 players in this year's draft. Made a couple moves, got back into the to certain rounds of the draft, and made these picks. So we're gonna break them down, see which one can provide the most value if given the opportunity in this season. Gonna have a pretty interesting season. Given the COVID-19 pandemic and everything that's been going on right now. So we're gonna start off with the rookie Cesar Ruiz. I think that he can have an impact on the season. He can, O-line. Well, he's gonna go play center. Larry Wolford got a release last week, and they're moving apparently they're gonna move Eric McCoy to guard. But my concern with Cesar Ruiz is that he may, we don't all this time off we have right now. They don't have any workouts going on. Sean Payton came out and said no virtual OTAs or whatever that was the league set up. So they're trusting this guy to be in shape, come into camp whenever they're allowed to, and work out and do a good job. I think he's gonna have his struggles in the beginning. I just hope that it's not enough. It doesn't come to a point to where it could play a hand in having the Saints lose games. But he could eventually, get it together as the season progresses, and getting a rhythm, and had that be the center that Eric McCoy was last season. Had a pretty solid season. McCoy's going to be a future Pro Bowl in my opinion for years to come, and we may have that same type of player with Cesar Ruiz, but we'll see. That's something to look out for right there. This guy is gonna sign a contract with the Saints, probably with the most money. It's a rookie deal, but to him, it's gonna be the most money he's ever had until he signs that second contract. But for right now, man, can we trust this guy to make that commitment right now when there's no I guess pressure around him right now because of the pandemic, to get in shape and prepare for the season mentally. So we'll see, man. I think he can get it together. But we're moving on to our next guy, and that was the 3rd round pick, Zack Baun out of Wisconsin. Saints made some moves to get this guy. Everybody thought that they were gonna get Patrick Queen from the who went to the Baltimore Ravens. I thought that in my mock draft I had him. I projected the Saints. I projected the Saints to get Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma. I just felt like Murray had a better resume, a better body of work. He has more consecutive seasons. He put together solid consecutive seasons of playing at the position, and I just think Zack Baun's gonna work out. I think is the linebacker that the Saints need, especially in certain coverage situations. They moved on from AJ Klein. I thought he was a solid linebacker, but if I felt like if we could get something better through the draft or through free agency, then we should do it. And it made that move with Zack Baun. We cover certain situations. He can get after the quarterback, which I seen on his tape. Gonna be a pretty good linebacker, man. I don't know if if I was a betting man, I'm thinking that it'll be Zach Bond, Alexander Saloni, and Demario Davis on opening day, and Kiko Alonso coming on certain situations. You have to get young, man. You have to get this young linebacker out there, man. As you know, who's fresh, who can. I think he can provide an impact. I think, if possible, it's not just not being a homer, sounding like a homer, but he could be a candidate for defensive rookie of the year if everything comes into play, man. I think he's that good. It's like he's motivated to be part of the Saints organization. But I think he can fill that void that the team has needed over the years with having a more reliable linebacker that's on the side of working with Demario Davis. Because that's been one of the issues the Saints have had. Over time, has just been getting beat in certain situations, coverage situations with the linebackers, and we saw it in the game against San Francisco when it was Alonso was out, I believe. Anselin was out, he was out for the year, and Klein was out, I believe, and San Francisco just took advantage of it by our linebackers that couldn't cover. But we'll see. So I'm definitely a player to look forward to in regards to these rookies. So next we got Austin Trout, the tight end out of Dayton, who the Saints grabbed, and then in the fourth round of the draft, I think this is a good pick for the Saints. He definitely fits the mold of what they're trying to do with tight ends. As far as passes in the passing game, he can, can play a sort of a wide receiver role. He's good in the red zone. I've seen a couple of his tape, his highlights. He's going to be a pretty solid tight end in his offense. He's already been compared to Jimmy Graham, but hopefully he gets better at blocking, because that's something that Graham was not efficient in at all while he was with the Saints and with the Seattle Seahawks. So we'll see how that goes and how much of his how familiar he will get with this offense working with Jared Cook. It's going to be a really interesting situation, because you could have, there's a chance the Saints could have two tight end sets on the field at one time. Well, they gotta be, but two tight end sets on the field against opposing offense. It'd be something to look at. Cook, he may not be the future of he may not be on the starter this season, but maybe next year he's going to be the guy in that lineup on the tight end position to start. And then maybe the Saints could get another tight end to work with him. So it could be like a Gronk and Aaron Hernandez type situation. Who knows? But Adam Trautman, originally I had the Saints grabbing the tight end out of Louisville. Can't remember his name, but he had some similar traits as Adam Trautman, but they decided to go with this guy out of Dayton, and he will, definitely fit into what the Saints want to do on offense. It's just a matter of how familiar will he be working this playbook. Not due to the time away from the team and lack of workouts with the Drew Brees and other players on offense. And last we got the Saints' final pick in the draft, which is Tommy Stevens out of Mississippi State, not too far from New Orleans. So, but this guy, the talk is that he's going to be another version of Taysom Hill in his offense. I won't be surprised if we start to see him on the kickoff coverages, trying to block punts, line up as a blocker, fullback, a running back coming out of the backfield, acting as a tight end, while Taysom Hill sits back and finally, get some time as a learning how to be a actual quarterback compared to just a gadget player with the Saints. The guy, he's already been on record saying that he just wants to be a football player. He just wants to play football. He's willing to do whatever it is to make the team. And then I don't think his future is going to be a quarterback. We'll see. It'd be interesting to see if it ever come down to that while he's with the Saints. When the starter gets hurt, then the backup gets hurt, then what you're gonna do. You got Austin Trautman. You know what I'm saying? Not Austin Trautman, but you got Tommy Stevens. He the starter. Is he ready? So that's just something to look at. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Saints would just pick. Honestly, I thought the Saints should have went a different route with the selection. If they wanted to draft a quarterback, they should have got a quarterback that could have actually have some potential to, eventually, come in and win some games. Draft an actual project QB. You know what I'm saying? And getting familiar with the system. But they decided to go this route. It is what it is. Who knows? Time will tell with the impact team Stevens will have with this team. But overall, man, the player that I have that I believe will have the most impact on the Saints defense will be Cesar Ruiz, man. I think once everything settled in, gets situated, he gets familiar with being in sync with other guys on the O-line, I think it's going to be another steal at the offensive line position for the New Orleans Saints. And he may be in that position for years to come, and once he gets everything down, gets his timing down, conditioning and everything else, he's going to be a good offensive lineman. He came a long way. I think there's a streak in college in Michigan where he didn't allow a sack for like a long time. So the Saints know what they're doing when it comes to offensive linemen, pretty much. I'm not really on board with the team releasing Larry Warford. I felt like they should have, let him compete, as Sean Payton would say, for his job. See how he pans out against Cesar Ruiz, and then make the decision. Or you could have released Nick Easton, who's making about $5 million this year with the team as a backup. But it is what it is. We'll see. Hopefully things will get better in the area. Dealing with COVID-19, I'm not out here trying to guilt anybody for being optimistic. It's your choice. I'm trying to be optimistic as well because I really want to see how this team does this season with the additions they made in the off season. Training camp is in July, so we'll see. How things go. Hopefully the virus will go away, man. And just timber down, with this weather. So that's all I got for right now, man. You give me a like, comment, subscribe if you listen to this podcast on YouTube. In the comment section below, let me know how you feel. Which player do you think will have which rookie do you believe will have the biggest impact on the Saints roster this season? If you start on Spreaker, let me know how you feel in the comment section as well. Like, follow the podcast. Let me know what your thoughts are on this topic. That's all I got for right now, man. Follow me on Twitter at at Talk New Orleans, Talk Orleans, Talk Orleans on Twitter. And if you want to keep up with the latest coverage by Sports Talk 365 with the New Orleans Saints, go to sportstalk365.com/Saints. I say again, sportstalk365.com/Saints. That's all I got for right now. Have a blessed day. Peace.